over to our meteorologist, Lacey Swope. Lacey, a lot cooler temperatures when you're heading out the door.
It's pretty chilly, and in some areas, the wind chill is a factor. Tevis, yesterday, we made it into the 80s across central Oklahoma. Today, it's a completely different season. It will feel like November, so be prepared for the coat this morning. You may even want the gloves for a while this morning as the winds start to pick on up. Here's a look at the temperature change. We're sitting 15 to 20 degrees colder than this time yesterday as that Canadian air still spills on in. The leading edge of the boundaries down into Texas, and now that moisture we've been talking about is riding up over that. We are getting a few sprinkles in southeastern Oklahoma, and the bulk of the rain arrives later this afternoon. And the chances in the metro, we'll talk about that in a minute. There are the sprinkles showing up on NextGen, but we're dry in OKC. We look dry through rush hour the way it looks. One of the reasons for it is the dry air that's in place. The humidity is down to about 50%. So even though the clouds are streaming in, it's going to take a while for these numbers to increase enough for that rain to reach the ground. Now, it is going to down in southeastern Oklahoma where those humidity values are bumping up quicker. That's where the moisture is moving through now. From Durant to Atoka to Clayton, it's very light and spotty. It will pick up in intensity, and it will rain most of the day in this portion of the state. That's why your totals will be higher. Rain chances across the state this morning, really not there in the metro, not there in northern Oklahoma, staying dry most of the day up north, unfortunately. 40% in Ardmore. Currently, on our Lucky Star Skycam network, live from Regency, we're at 54 degrees, and that north wind is gusting close to 30 miles per hour. You will feel it as you step outside. 49 in Watonga. We're at 50 in Hinton, 53 Chandler, 53 Shawnee. These temps are still well above our average low, but we're dropping. We've got 60s down in southern Oklahoma, 30s and low 40s in the northwest, and there's your wind gusts, 15, 25. We've had gusts over 30 south of I-40. So here's the wind chill factor. Upper 30s, low 40s, and the wind chill as we get closer to sunrise will be a factor here in the metro. We'll dip down to the 40s and then try to make it up a few degrees into the 50s again, heading into the afternoon. Cloudy skies, slight chance of rain at lunchtime, 40% at 3 p.m. and up to 60% by 6 p.m. That's as high as we'll do. It's not locked in that we get the rain today in the metro. Those higher chances are further south. So afternoon temps, we're talking mid-50s. That north wind, it does start to back off some. It'll be at about 10 to 15 by this evening. Storm system to the north is shoving in that Canadian air, and meanwhile, the southern branch of the jet stream is pulling up the moisture from Texas, and that continues to ride up towards the Red River. Sunrise today, we'll have the clouds around, streaming in, still some breaks and peaks of sunshine. Then we really see the cloud cover thicken up. Rain becomes more plentiful in southern Oklahoma, and by 11 a.m., we may see a few thunderstorms and heavier downpours start to form. And look how the rain just skirts the metro into the afternoon. May lift up across the city coming up into the afternoon and evening for a while, but the north metro, northern Oklahoma, you just don't get much rain out of this at all. It just can't make it any further before it starts to push out of here late this evening and tonight. So the chance is 60% in Oklahoma City, 20% in Stillwater, and 100% in Ardmore, Ada, McAllister, and Durant. Zooming in, taking a closer look across the metro, it'll be a lot different from Guthrie and Piedmont versus Norman and Pink, where your chances are running at 60%. Anyone that gets the rain through central Oklahoma, really, it'll kind of be a spitting rain, some showers moving through, a trace in total, maybe up to 1/10 of an inch. You get further to the south, close to 1/2 of an inch, and the latest data still looks great for folks down in the southeast. Close to an inch of rain is possible when it's all said and done. And then tonight, we fall to the 20s, the low 30s, freezing temperatures in northwestern Oklahoma, upper 30s in Oklahoma City. Wind chill for your Friday morning. It'll feel like the low 20s and low 30s, depending on your location. Then we see sunshine, highs in the 60s for your Friday afternoon. Memorial Day, Veterans Day weekend coming up. We'll see highs in the 50s and 60s. Cold mornings, though, lots of sunshine. Next chance of showers coming Tuesday of next week. Tevis, back to you.
Lacey,